Hello and welcome to Bytes and Strides with Prachi. Today is going to be one of the final topics in Python basics. Yes, we are going to learn about file handling. We all know whatever variables we declare, okay, they are stored in RAM, that is random access memory. Okay. We need to first identify why do we need to have files. We all know RAM is a volatile memory. That means data is going to be lost as soon as your program ends. Now just imagine a situation, I have entered loads of data today and tomorrow when I come back, I have nothing. Everything is washed out. Solution is files. So file equal to permanent storage because your file will be stored in maybe your hard disk. Okay. So Python has an excellent support for file handling, and yes, today we are going to take up a real life application and we will create it right from scratch using Python. So imagine you are an owner of a small institute and you want to store all the student data. One way is you could do everything manually, and second way is you can make Python do it. Okay. So let's see how can I maintain student record using files. So the very first thing what I need is in order to work with the file, I need to open the file. And there are different modes of opening a file. So we have R indicating read, W indicating write, A is like append, that means add at the end, and T and B refer the text and the binary mode. Okay, so I start with a program name student.py, and here I want to write student data to a file. So the very first thing is I need to open a file. So in order to open a file, we use the function open, the path where you want to open the file. So suppose I say stud dot a text file so that I can read it, and in the write mode. What this will give me is a file object F. It's because I've taken it in F. I've opened this file for writing. Now, if this file does not exist, a new one will be created, and if it already exists, the contents will be overwritten. In order to avoid overwriting, I can use the append mode, that means add at the end. Append mode also will create a new file just in case it does not exist. Let us take some student details from the user. So let me take the student roll number, int input, enter roll number. Let us take the student name. Let us take the student marks maybe. Now once I have all this, I want to write everything to a file. So I will say f dot write. What all I want to write? I want to write roll number, and I concatenate it. So I convert my roll number to a string. I give maybe a comma in between. Then I give the name, then again I give a comma in between, and I say convert my marks, because write allows you to write any kind of a string, and for a new line I will use \n. So, and once you are done, make sure to close a file. This is how we write data to a file. So roll number is 1, name is 1, name is 11.11, and you can see a stud.txt file created with all the information written inside the file. I rerun this code and you will is because it is in append mode. Okay, the new data will be written after this. So 2 to 22.22, and one more time I run 33.33, and you can see stud.txt holding everything. Next program, let us read from a file. To make it even more interesting, I can have a menu driven code. So I say menu 1, I give a choice to the user, choice equal to int, input, enter 1 if you want to add to a file, enter 2 if you want to view the student data. Okay, that's what I wanted to do, and enter 3 if you want to quit this code. So I say while choice is not equal to 3, I want to do all these operations. And then if choice is 1, I just copy the code that we just wrote into this case, into this code, choice 1. And if choice is 2, if choice is 2, I will open the file for reading. In order to open a file in read mode, it is important for the file to exist. Otherwise, it will give you an error saying, okay, file not found. And now we say f.read. Okay, so f.read will read my entire file. If you want to read only one line at a time, you could say read line. But f.read is enough for me, and what this returns is a complete, collection of all the students, and I might very well just display all that. And after we are done, we can close it. You can read the file line by line as well. So, okay, we have a menu, and I say I want to view. This is the contents of my file. Add, and you can see I am adding a 4th student, and then a view will show me 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a very simple way of writing to a file and reading from a file. You can try hands-on on maybe searching for a given student. Okay, so if I am interested in searching for a given student, I can ask the user maybe to enter a roll number, and then maybe I can search for it. So this is all about the basics of files. In the next session, we will try to do some advanced things like maybe CSV files and the concept of pickling and all. So stay tuned to 𝗕𝗱 𝗦𝗁 with Prachi. See you very soon in the next video.